Welcome to Spice of Life. I'm your host, Michelle Sook. In today's program, we present to you our new community information segment, Fiji File, and another new segment, Chai with Chandi, and our usual Bollywood Masala. And now, I present to you Fiji File, in which I speak with Satish Rai. Hello, Satish.
Hi, Michelle.
How's it going?
Yes, good.
Okay, we're here to talk about Fiji File. Please tell our viewers what Fiji File is about.
Well, Fiji File is a new concept in which, because of the popular requests we have been getting from people of Fijian origin and other people who don't know much about Fiji, to inform them about Fiji and the Fijian diaspora.
Okay, and on that note, what is Fiji diaspora?
Fijian diaspora, Michelle, is, as you know, when people from one country they migrate and disperse and are located in different countries, they become a diaspora. For instance, it started off with the Jewish diaspora, and then the Chinese diaspora, which is the largest diaspora in the world, and the second largest diaspora is the Indian diaspora. And within the Indian diaspora is the Fijian and Indian diaspora, or the Fijian diaspora.
Okay, so really on that note, you're talking about Fiji Indian diaspora.
Well, Michelle, no, I mentioned Fiji Indian diaspora, but in this Fiji File, we're going to talk about the Fijian diaspora, which consists of, in majority of the cases, the Indians who live outside Fiji, but also our Fijian brothers and sisters.
Okay, and what issues are we going to cover in Fiji File?
Well, there are so many issues which people probably want to know. The success of our great rugby team, the success of our world-class golf player, Vijay Singh, what's happening in the soccer, our people love soccer, what's happening in boxing, and probably more importantly, what's happening in the politics.
Okay.
You know, there's a coups and counter coups in Fiji, and also we're going to talk about other issues like poverty. And a lot of people are ignorant about Fiji. You know, especially a lot of Australians I've met. You know, they say, "What are you Indians are complaining about? You people are very rich over there. You know, you went over there, you took over the country, and you're rich. So what are you complaining about?" I want to put that right. No, our people are not rich, only small 10% in the elites of the world. The 10% of them are rich, 90% of them are not rich, and 50% of them are very poor. So these are the issues we're going to talk about.
Satish, you mentioned the political issues, the coup upon coup. But first, just want to be clear on something. Let's go back to the Fijian diaspora. When you mention the word Fijian diaspora, do you mean Indians moving? You mentioned that you have a group of people that move from one place to another. Do you mean Indians moving from India to Fiji, or do you mean the Fijian Indians who are settled in Fiji moving from there to Australia? Or just please clarify that.
Good question. The Indians who arrived or were transported to Fiji some 127 years ago, in our descendants, we now are part of the Indian diaspora, the greater Indian diaspora. But now, since 1987, after the coups of Fiji 87 and since 2000, about 130, 140 Fijians, including Indians and Fijians, have moved out of Fiji and have settled in countries like Australia, in New Zealand, in Canada,
America.
in America, and in UK. They now constitute the Fijian diaspora.
Okay, in another country.
Yes, the people living who are born in Fiji, but now they're living in other countries.
So, yourself and me, we form the Fijian diaspora in Australia.
We don't form it, but
we are part of it. Should I say?
We are part of the Fijian diaspora. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Going back onto the political issues, coup upon coup upon coup. Why is that happening, Satish?
Well, Michelle, people since 1987, there's a number of books have been written and on the coup, why coups are happening in Fiji, and people still haven't found the answers. Not all the answers. I've got some answers, and in the future Fiji file, we'll be talking in detail about my version of why the coups are happening in Fiji. And by the way, the last, the so-called military takeover, the 2006 coup, some people, including some intellectuals and academics, have classified that as a revolution and not a coup. And maybe later on we can talk about what's the revolution, or if you want me to expand on that now, I can tell you briefly.
Yeah, please continue on that topic, yes.
Yeah, it is fundamentally what has happened is what people are saying. What the interim government is trying to do, or the objective of the so-called the coup or taking over of the Garasa government, was to make some fundamental structural changes in Fiji, like making changes to the long-standing the chiefly system, the power that is being played by the churches and things like that. So fundamental changes, the corruptions which perhaps are endemic in Fiji. So they are making those sort of changes. It was coup is to take over a country, a part of the country, for your own selfish gains. But in this case, it appears, or what Colonel Bainimarama Marama is saying, Commander Bainimarama Marama is saying, is that no, we are not doing this for our own sakes, but for the betterment of the country. And so that's why some people are saying it's a revolution. And but obviously there's two sides to a story. Other people are saying no, it's a coup, and probably coup of a worse kind. So let's discuss it later on.
Well, just one other question in relation to that. How does that affect the Indians in Fiji? If you're talking about
Bainimarama, yeah, Commander Bainimarama, who's the commander of the Fiji Army, and also who is the interim Prime Minister, amongst other things. How does it affect the Indian community? So far as 1 year, we really don't know. It has not had a much negative effect on Indians. In fact, I was talking to the Ombudsman, Dr. Shamim, and other well-known academics when I was back in Fiji, and they're saying that the interim government is trying to do away with the discrimination which Indians have been facing there for 127 years, and that can't be a bad thing.
Yeah, no, but do you think that'll ever come to an end, Satish? No matter how much of a revolution there is, or a coup happens, does not happen, how does it?
Well, Michelle, is another topic which we will probably
discuss on another day.
Yes. Yes, I've got some views on that.
Okay, we're running a bit short of time, so how about we continue this discussion next week?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with the second segment of our program.